Joining me right now is Georgia Congressman, member of the House Foreign Affairs and Armed Services Committees. Also, he is part of the GOP's Doctor Caucus. Richard McCormick is here, also a doctor. Congressman, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for being here.
Good to see you, too.
Darrell Issa tweeted out, Hunter Biden is lawyering up. This is what a scandal looks like. The California Congressman Darrell Issa responding in this tweet to the Hunter Biden lawyer comment. Darrell Issa writes, Joe Biden has officially lawyered up. This is what a real scandal looks like. Your thoughts?
This better be just the beginning. When you have money received from China, Ukraine, Romania, when he's mentioning his father, when his father goes to business meetings with the Chinese energy company set up by Hunter Biden, that means both Hunter and the president lied about this. He has to be held accountable. Wesley Snipes went to jail for 3 years for much less. And if you want to talk about a government worried about equity, let's start there.
Yeah, it's a great point that you make, actually. But, you know, this has to be a major problem for the Democrats. This is all coming out. We see now what's been going on for decades while Joe Biden was vice president, accepting money from foreign nationals. I'm trying to understand what specifically he was paid for. What is all this money for? I mean, he doesn't have a business. He doesn't have an office for the business. So why were they giving Hunter Biden and the Biden family millions of dollars?
Obviously paid for connections. We in Congress are strictly held to account on this. We have to disclose every year any connections we have with any businesses, any investments, any monetary reimbursement. We definitely have to know what our family is doing. This is no excuse. I hope this goes all the way. We need accountability. We need to know that everybody's treated equally in the United States. We've seen this in the past. We've seen how three-letter organizations have gotten away with murder. The DOJ is obviously corrupt and biased right now. We've seen how we've been weaponized, the FBI and the IRS, against our own civilians and against even our former president. We want to see a little bit of justice.
Well, I spoke with two members of the Oversight Committee yesterday, Byron Donalds and Nancy Mace, who talked about the idea of impeachment articles. They want to get all the evidence ready, but it looks like, look, if all of this is true, this is obviously an impeachable offense. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan joined me on Sunday Morning Futures yesterday discussing just that. And whether impeachment of President Biden is now on the table. Watch this.
We're driven by the facts and by the Constitution. If the facts show that there's high crimes, misdemeanors, bribery, treason, whatever, if the facts show that there is the crime there that warrants impeachment, then by our duty compels us. They're piling up 150 suspicious activity reports, 20 different companies they're running money through, all kinds of Biden family members getting paid, credible whistleblowers coming forward and telling us the things they've told us. It is all beginning to pile up. We're not there yet. We got to continue to do the investigation.
Congressman, this is all quite stunning.
When you have corruption at this level, and the cover-up is a lot of times what gets presidents into trouble, as we've seen in the past. He has lied repeatedly. Hunter has lied repeatedly, and it was only through an investigation with a search warrant that we actually uncovered this. So there's a lot more to be done.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a new poll finds that 68% of voters are concerned about President Biden's health. Congressman, you're a doctor. We're watching the same Joe Biden that our adversaries are watching every day, tripping over stairs, shaking people's hands that are not there, forgetting things. What is your assessment?
I'm an ER doctor. I do this for a living, and I'll tell you, it's not his physical capabilities I'm most worried about, it's his mental. He not only gets confused, he misinterprets people's intent. Even when he was campaigning, he would misinterpret people asking friendly questions as adversarial. His ability to cognitively digest any sort of information thrown at him that's not on a teleprompter has definitely degraded. You look at the difference, just the way he speaks and his cadence from just 5 years ago, it's dramatic difference, and I think he's declining rapidly now.
So do you think someone else is running the country then? I mean, how is he the commander-in-chief then?
There's no doubt in my mind that his staff is telling him what to do, what to say. They put him on a teleprompter during the right time of the day, on the right medications for that one period of time that can get him to even sound reasonable. I think he is not running the country at all.
And yet, the Democrats are focused on Donald Trump with an indictment. They think Georgia is next in terms of an indictment for Trump.
I'm very disappointed that Georgia's even. Obviously, I'm from Georgia. I'm the Georgia 6th. I cannot believe the things that they're focusing on right now. Totally distracted. DOJ has no credibility. There's no justice right now. You saw it with Hillary Clinton when she did something horrible. I remember very distinctly. I was in Afghanistan in 2016, reading about how Hillary Clinton was going to get away with destroying evidence and whitewashing computer, actually physically destroying things after being subpoenaed. Meanwhile, a sailor who took a picture inside of a submarine got put in jail. There is no justice right now.
Yeah, that is really extraordinary what you're saying, Congressman. And we all know we came off of that 4-year period of the Russia collusion lie, which ripped this country apart. And there's no accountability, so it just keeps happening. We'll keep a spotlight on it, Congressman, certainly, and we appreciate your time. Richard McCormick joining us this morning. Thank you, sir.